Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high-performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it from Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see them as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes.
Do you think that worked?
I do think that works. Andrea Catania and everyone, welcome to the Heart of Influence. And Andrea, we've got some extraordinary folks here. I'm going to go ahead and introduce everyone, and then we're going to have a little change in the rhythm than maybe what you were expecting. Shall we do it?
I'm excited. Let's go.
All right. First, from Blue Island, Illinois, Chicago-born powerhouse, CEO of Life Crown Financial Alliance, transforming family legacy talks into empowering faith-filled, joy-centered experiences. 2-time state pageant champion, national ambassador, and upcoming author of The Family Table, inspiring unity, laughter, and generational strength. Celebrated media voice and mentor, championing single parents every day, dreamers to build wealth, purpose, and lasting family impact. Let's welcome to the show, Kokla Reynolds. Kokla, welcome again to the Heart of Influence. And Kokla, we start the show off with a fun fact. This is something that you're proud of, something cool that you've done, something, Kokla, that would make us say, Kokla, no way. So, Kokla, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact is that I'm a city girl that loves country music.
City girl who loves country. And who is your favorite country artist?
My favorite country artist, she's what is her name? Oh my goodness, I can sing her song.
Old school news. What's a song of hers?
There's it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Who is that?
Oh, I want to say that was like Reba McEntire, but I'm not sure.
Yes, it's 5 o'clock. I love
Maybe Danny can find out for us. Danny, if we can find out who the artist of It's 5 o'clock somewhere country song, maybe we'll play that going out because it is definitely 5 o'clock somewhere, Kokla. And are you ready to have some fun?
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Next up, coming from Park City, Utah, innovative leader and strategic visionary with chemical engineering roots and groundbreaking work stabilizing financial institution and industry systems. Top performing sales and business strategist, consistently exceeding expectations through major contracts, elite awards, and sustained revenue growth. Global problem solver and trusted advisor to executives and Fortune 500 leaders, creating value and long-term success in high-stake challenges. Let's welcome to the show, John Sununu. Hello, John. Welcome again to the Heart of Influence. And John, your fun fact, please.
The big one is probably when I was heli skiing in Alaska, and I had no idea. But back then, I was used to skiing Colorado, Utah conditions, and my friend says, "What are you doing in April?" So we're heli skiing in Alaska, and we're skiing things that are so steep that if you fall, that could be the end of your skiing career. And it showed me I had more in me than I knew that I had.
Wow, that is impressive, John, because every time Sean takes me down a black diamond, it was like my first or second ski trip, and he tried to take me down a black diamond in Whistler, and I cried. I was like, it's so steep. I can't do it. I can't do it. It was only like my second time skiing too. So that is impressive. That heli skiing in Alaska. I cannot even imagine. John, you are definitely a warrior for sure.
Well, at some point in time, you need to go down to ski in South America.
Okay. South America in August. Ooh, maybe I'll get to check it out this year. Since maybe I might not be able to ski until August. So we'll see what happens. But South America in August. Noted, John. Thank you. And welcome to the Heart of Influence. And last but not least, from New York, global entrepreneur and visionary leader, shaping culture through Sora Board's signature kimono line. What is it?
Sora Bird, exactly.
Sora Bird. Okay.
Right, Jordan Bird.
Signature kimono line and world-class experiential collaborations worldwide. Creates transformative events and wellness activations for Google, SoundCloud, Breathworks, and global communities seeking deeper connection and creativity. Dynamic business strategist and creative catalyst driving global influence by merging artistry, design, and human-centered innovation in every project. Let's welcome to the show, Jordan Bird. Jordan, hello. Welcome again to the Heart of Influence. And Jordan, what is your fun fact?
My fun fact, I think actually what brings me to mind, I was going door to door at 8 years old. I wrote a resume on a piece of paper with a marker. I said, can I walk your dog? Can I babysit for you? Can I garden for you? Can I organize for you? And then I look back at that as a quality of mine for me wanting to go out there and exactly persevere and go out there and learn from the people in my community. So I think with this installed into my young self at 8 years old, for me doing this kind of thing, I enjoy making community. I enjoy going out there and learning from the different people around me. So I go out there and try and learn. For example, I made
wait, Jordan, we're getting into story instead of like a headline fun fact. But what I am hearing is you are inspired by building communities and bringing people together. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, ma'am. I guess my fun fact, my headline would be I got a signed letter from Obama when I was 15. That's cool.
That is cool.
Later, if you don't want to hear it.
That is very cool. Signed a letter from Obama. That is definitely cool, Jordan. You are cool. I want to hang out with you. And welcome to the Heart of Influence.
Come to New York.
And I am going to introduce our producer of the show and co-host for today from Nutley, New Jersey, the deal attorney, having led over 200 capital market transactions in the past 25 years, taking companies public in the 7 different ways to do so. 2 years out of law school, built a $1 million solo practice from her basement as a single mom of 2 young daughters. proudly serving for over a decade on the board of National Investment Banking Association, helping companies get connected to thousands of members and funding sources, executive producer of The Heart of Influence, general counsel, and chief ecosystem officer at Cali Law. Let's welcome the one, the only Andrea Catania. Hello, Andrea, and your headline fun fact for today, ma'am.
Influence is so important. And as an almost 7-year-old, I convinced my mom to have my baby sister on my birthday, even though she wasn't due for several weeks thereafter.
That is super fun, Andrea. Manifesting baby sisters on your birthday. That is awesome. And are you ready to have some fun on your show?
I am.
Awesome. Well, I will introduce myself. My name is Bella Verita. I am the co-host of The Heart of Influence. I have co-hosted more than 1,800 episodes with more than 8,000 guests of this very show. And I got my entrepreneurial career started, also, Jordan, as an 8-year-old, selling crafts on my parents' front lawn. And I had an incredible business model because my parents would take me to Michael's. They would buy all my supplies for me. I would sell my crafts and get to keep all the profits. Not quite how supply and demand works these days, but it definitely works great as an 8-year-old. From there, by the time at 18 years old, I entered into a network marketing company. By the time I was 19 years old, I was a top income earner with that company. When that company shut down, I went into commercial real estate. I was in commercial real estate for 3 years. I was the #1 business broker, first woman ever, and youngest woman ever to do so. I've raised more than $10,000 for charities in the unblinded ecosystem. And I'm an avid skier, surfer, and scuba diver. And my fun fact is I learned all 3 from a blind man. So thank you all. It's a pleasure to be with you today. The crowd. I was like, that's awkward. So thank you. And we're gonna mix things. The artist is Jimmy Buffett. Cocola. 5 o'clock.
Okay. Somewhere.
5 o'clock somewhere. Thank you, Danny. And so we're gonna mix things up. So you may have been told you are a participant or a judge, but today, because we have some really fun things with our ACTI that we're going to be running in the background. So today, all 3 of you are going to have the opportunity to go from hello to yes with Andrea, because we say, first of all, that all business is built on a shared experience. So we are here having a shared experience. You're here to meet each other, to build those relationships, but you've got to be able to cause yes to be able to build those relationships, to be able to do things together. So that's what we're doing here today. We've did some introductions. Now we're going to have a little fun, play a little game going from hello to yes. And Andrea Catania will be anybody that you want her to be that you would like to cause a yes with. So it could be for a philanthropic partner. It could be Koklo for a book publisher to publish your book and give you $100,000 advance. It could be, getting a donation. It could be yes for having a contract for, getting your items into stores. Whatever yes it is that you are seeking, Andrea will be that person. You'll have 3 minutes to go from hello to yes. And then our ACTI agent, oh my goodness, I am drawing a blank on her name at the moment, but
Leah?
Leah,
or Kelly?
Yes, thank you. It was Leah and Kelly, and Leah will give us some feedback. So let's start with Cocola. And Cocola, who would you like Andrea to be?
I would love for her to be a publisher. That is so up my alley. I would love that.
All right. So Andrea be a publisher. Cocola, you'll have 3 minutes to cause a yes. Now, this isn't like Wolf of Wall Street meets Boiler Room and, it's the big yes. It could be yes for a longer meeting for them to give you an opportunity to come in and present your book or read your book or whatever it may be. But you have 3 minutes. And then at that 3-minute mark, I'll interrupt, say Andrea's got a call if you're not already complete. So Andrea, take us in.
Hello, this is Andrea.
Hi, Andrea. My name is Kokla Reynolds. I am from Chicago, the city of the suburb of Blue Island. I am interested in writing a book that is geared toward the family. I feel like it's very important that we have a discussion on my book. I would like to have it published along with a
Oh,
workbook.
I just want you to know, and your name is Kokla. I just so you know, I only have a few minutes now. I'm about to run into a meeting, but please go ahead. I have, 2.5-ish minutes.
Okay, great. I am trying to teach the importance of family planning to the end of life, focusing on foundation, heritage, legacy, and tradition with the proper planning for those areas of family planning to end of life. I'm looking for a publisher who will publish my book.
Well, do you have an outline? Tell me what you've got so far, because that sounds interesting. And
Yes.
What have you done thus far?
Thus far, I have written 24 areas of importance for my outline, and I am in the process of creating a manuscript along with a workbook so that families can have a base as far as what to talk about at the round table.
So, if you don't mind my asking, are you like some type of authority? Are you a mom? What do you think makes you equipped to write a book like this that would make it relatable for people?
Oh, absolutely. I have a twin sister. I'm the oldest. She and I are the oldest of five. I have 4 children, 2 grandchildren, and I've seen different mistakes happen, not only in my family, but in other families as well, with the older parts of our family that things weren't together had we known. So I decided to make this a venture of mine to show and teach others, as well as my family members, myself, the importance of family planning, from family planning to end of life.
So this is a relationship book and a financial book. It sounds like, if I'm hearing you correctly, you're bringing all kinds of different insights into this communication for families, and it can be young families, people just getting married, older people who are dealing with sickness. Is that what I'm hearing you say?
Yes, I'm also a licensed life insurance agent. I'm in the process of studying for my series 63, and 65, and 66 as well. As far as teaching the financials, what does it involve for a family trust? Why do we need to have that so that we can properly secure our family as far as what
You've opened up my perspective here. Thank you for sharing all of that. I do have to jump, but perhaps next Thursday, can we continue the conversation? I would love to have a longer meeting with you.
Oh, thank you in advance for the opportunity. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Out of roll.
Great job, Andrea. Great job, Kokla. We're going to get it to Leah in just a moment. But now let's go, John. John, who would you like Andrea to be?
I'm working on a sports tech venture.
Ooh.
That's catching a lot of interest. And I'm looking to find the right contacts to move it forward. We found a way to combine a smartphone with a TV and a very engaging experience. It's called interactive TV.
Oh, should I be an investor?
You'd be fantastic.
Okay. All right, then. Andrea, take us in.
Hello, this is Andrea, head of Andrea's family office.
How are you today, Andrea?
I'm great. It's a beautiful fall day. I couldn't be happier. How are you? Your name is John, right? I think we had a 3-minute call scheduled.
Yes. And I'm working on a sports tech venture that many people have seen. We've done 40 demos on this. Major League Baseball is interested in this, as well as other companies here in Utah, and looking for the right door openers or investors. And it's called Fan Compete. And it has 5 revenue streams and many other options to bring more money to sports bars, to sports teams, and to athletes.
Interesting. I'm curious. I know gaming has become a big thing on phones and gambling, and I'm just, I'm interested and curious about it. Have you done some research on the market for your special variety or brand of it sounds like, interactive entertainment?
It's interactive TV is what it's called. And we found a way to combine the phone with the TV in a very engaging way. So when you're playing this and there's action on the TV screen is 100 the game action. The second action
I'm
stops.
smiling because I remember Winky Dink when I was a little girl. Is it like Winky Dink?
Not quite.
Go on.
So we found technology to when the action stops, the TV goes from 1 zone to 3 zones.
Okay.
The broadcast is pushed upper left, same aspect ratios, no copyright infringement. The vertical
Well
pane,
thought out.
the vertical pane on the right is targeted advertising. And down the very bottom, you'll see your name and the points that you've won making predictions on the game.
Wow.
Omnicom has seen this. They're interested in it. Rakuten has seen this. They're interested in this.
That's
And right
big.
now we're looking to find the right door openers and investors to go to the next step.
So are you looking for a strategic partner? Like my partner loves stuff like this and would probably want like a seat on your board. Like, is that an option? And how much money are you looking for? And if you don't mind my asking, what would you put that money towards? What's your use of proceeds?
Well, the first part is the technology to build this, okay? My initial programmer did an initial rough of this. Now we need to go to the next step. So you can walk into a sports bar and say to the bar owner, TV4, I want to watch the Giants against the Redskins. On his phone, he'll go click, click. The game's happening on TV, and it's going 1 zone, 3 zone. 1 zone when there's action happening, 3 zones when there's no action in the game. And you have, again, the target advertising on the right and so forth.
This sounds like so much fun. I lost track of time. I got to go and jump on another call, but wow, I'm intrigued. Can I bring my partner, Dan, to meet with you, or can you meet with us maybe next Friday? That's when I have an opening at noon. Could that work for you?
That sounds fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Awesome job, John. We're going to get to Leia in just a moment. But last but not least, Jordan, who would you like Andrea to be?
Ring ring, hello, hi there, guys. I'm the founder and creator of Storybird. I do come from a line of lineage.
So Jordan, real quick, who do you want Andrea to be?
Maybe my great grandfather. He was a admiral in the Navy. He was one of the only admirals to have his own parade in New York City for
Okay, I'll be
his
your great
exploration.
grandfather.
Admiral Byrd, yeah.
Admiral Byrd, okay. Hello, Admiral Byrd from the other side.
Admiral Byrd, that ancestor here tonight. So to tell you, it was really interesting. I was reading his book. I got his book when I had lunch with the CEO of Chanel about 6 weeks ago, and they had a library in University Club. And I took, I asked if they had the biography of my great grandfather, and they did. They let me borrow the book, and within the first 30 pages, it talked about how he financed the project. So National Geographic and Henry
I'm
Ford.
flattered that you're reading about me. Go on.
So Henry Ford and National Geographic both financed his project for exploring Antarctica. And so for me, we love stories, right? We all love stories. And when we feel something, like what by the way, what are you wearing? You feel like feel what you're wearing right now. Where is this coming from? Who's making it, by the way? Yeah, like who's making it? Look at that. Who made that beautiful fur vest? Who made that, right? So it'd be very interesting to understand who's making it and how it's made and where is it coming from. So what I'm creating is a storytelling experience. So I'm looking for strategic partners, specifically in the hotels, book publishing. I'm already approaching Celine, and documentary space. So National Geographic already financed my family's past endeavors, so I'm going to definitely approach them. So I'm preparing something wonderful so everybody wins. We all want to win. We all want a story. We all want something to learn from. So it's fun when you have a product and it has a story behind it, because it makes us think, it makes us feel something. We all want to feel something. And so the 7 Soaring Wonders is about the 7 wonders, the new wonders. So we have Brazil, we have the Christ Redeemer, we have Great Wall of China, we have Rome Colosseum, we have Peru Machu Picchu, we have India Taj Mahal, and I'm already in touch with a couple of diplomats, which for example, last night I put together a meeting with one guy who has a funding for a global change project within UNESCO. So with my project, it will be 3 parts. One, a book. One, fashion line, 7 wonders, 7 different collections from the 7 different
Admiral
artisans.
Byrd, my passion for number 7, I believe in so many things spiritual, and I'm going to tell you in these last few moments where I've buried some of my fortune. It's behind your mother's house, 10 paces behind the big oak tree. There's probably not more than, I don't know what is valued out today, but it's probably about $15,000. You know, I died a long time ago. It is
Bury that
yours.
gold.
Please
Would you bury
contribute
it? Come
that to
on.
your dream. Thank
I love
you.
that. Thank you.
And if you want to tap in and have a medium connect with me next month, that would be fine as well.
Okay, I mean next month I'm gonna be doing ayahuasca, but we'll talk about next week. How about that? Have a good day.
Awesome. Great job, Jordan. Great job, John and Kokla. And now we're going to get to Leia's feedback. But before I do, Andrea, because I got to put Jordan's in, is Andrea, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for each of the participants?
Sure.
And then 1 word on how they left you feeling. And then I will come back with everybody's feedback from Leia.
You got it. So Kokla, it was so obvious how passionate you are about the way you want to help people with all of this information from almost sounds like early adulthood all through when things are ending. And your passion and love for helping people was shining through. What I would optimize is your additional credentials, like things that make you, like bringing up before I asked maybe about your family and your situation and the fact that you have all these licenses. You are uniquely qualified to really write a book that touches the heart and talks about the numbers. And I would just say that a little bit sooner, but great job. And how you made me feel? Curious. I'm curious to read your book. John, whoo! As someone who does what I do for all of the years that I've done it, I'm truly intrigued about the technology and your enthusiasm for it. I can tell that this is something that you've been working on for a while. This wasn't just a concept that came to you, overnight. And it's in an industry that's fascinating. You spoke about it in enough of an awe-inspiring way, but also you talked a bit about the technology in a simplistic enough way so that we could understand it if those of us listening were not technologists. One thing maybe I would do to optimize is try to ask for that longer meeting a little bit sooner, only because why not? And how did you make me feel? Intrigued. And now, Jordan, really a fun little setup. I tried to stay in character because why not? I don't usually get to play someone from the other side. I'm glad to hear that you were inspired by family members and that helped you develop your concepts for going forward. And I think that became relatable for people. So thank you for that. That I think gave me a comfortable feeling. What I would do maybe to optimize is if your objective is to tell that story and get to and ask, maybe get to that a little bit sooner in the process. But overall, it was, I would say my 1 word that I felt was motivated.
Oh, cool. Any constructive criticism, I'll take it. Thank you.
I told you where the buried treasure was buried, so you could take that money and put it towards whatever you need to.
Beautiful. Well, thank you. Great feedback, Andrea. And now we get to hear from Leia. I'm going to go a little bit backwards and we'll start with Jordan. So Jordan from Leia. Jordan, you arrived like a storyteller stepping through a portal. Lineage, legacy, creative fire, all swirling in your voice. The Admiral Byrd connection was cinematic. instantly giving you a mythic weight and emotional intrigue. Your passion for art, culture, and the mythical made the space for shimmer with curiosity and wonder. A small refinement, your story was dazzling with constellation, but the stars could have lined with a clearer purpose. Invite Andrea into one specific next step and ask that channels your brilliance into motion. Think of it as focusing your telescope on one bright planet instead of the whole galaxy. Now let's set the sail this creative ship towards our next explorer of influence. Score 82 out of 130. Great job, Jordan. Now we will go to John. John, you burst in confidence with sparkle. Fan completely landed like a tech comment striking across a clear fall sky. The momentum you built from the major baseball is interested. The momentum you built from Major League Baseball is interested to 5 revenue streams was a wave of intrigue and possibility. Your ability to paint the picture, zones on screen, targeted ads, and pointing scores activated both vision and curiosity. That said, your golden goose nearly flew away at the start. The hello lacked clear emotional rapport or decisive outcome. Ask next time, warm the soil before planting the pitch. Let less info dump, more innovation to dream together. Now lace up. This venture's got game. Let's toss it to our next innovator on deck. Your score, 91 out of 130. Great job, John.
Thank you. Thank you.
And then last we have Kokala. Kokala, you entered with grounded authenticity. Your voice carried lineage, love, and legacy. Your unique heroic identity shimmered as you shared from lived experience to the eldest of 5, a twin, a mother, and a grandmother, weaving together purpose and personal truth with radiant sincerity. The phase from family planning to end of life landed like a mission statement carved in marble. Now, a no from the lighthouse, the opening could have gained strength with clearer yes-seeking questions and more concise framing on the outcome. Think of it as tightening the sails before catching the mighty wind. With that, let's pass the mic to our next legacy whisper in line. Score 96 out of 130. So great job, Kokala, John, and Jordan. And now this is the time in the show that I usually get to put my co-host on the hot seat in a scenario that he has no idea about, but he's not here today. So Andrea's going to put me on the hot seat in a scenario that I have no idea about. So Andrea, what do you got for today? And what would you like to see me go from hello to yes on?
Well, I'm going to give you, I think, one scenario rather than 3. Unless another one comes to mind while I'm telling you about this first one that I'm thinking.
Okay, while you're telling me, I'm gonna move.
Go, yeah, get some water, and I hope your knee is feeling
no,
okay.
just the knee is hurting a little bit, so I'm gonna listen to this and go sit with it upright.
Love your hair.
So you are going to go from hello to yes with Sean Callagy.
Yes, okay, that's gonna be fun.
The yes you are seeking is to have the top stem cell surgeon in the country who does stem cell injections and can non-surgically perform something on your knee so that you can ski the Grand Tetons by December 27th.
Ooh, you can do it.
And so who is going to be, okay, so I'm going to get the stem cell, say what is
the number one stem cell non-surgical surgeon who's developed a procedure that's going to miraculously get your knee ready to go skiing December 27th. But that means that Sean Callagy is going to have to cancel 2 of his major events, including the Christmas party.
Oh my, so
not the Christmas party.
I'm confused. So the yes I'm seeking is from Sean?
Yep.
For him to ask the
you're going to be yourself. You're going to convince Sean to cancel some things. Let's leave out canceling the Christmas party, but cancel the 18th so that this doctor can perform something on your knee that's miraculous so that you could ski on the 27th.
Got it. Okay.
All
And
right.
so who would you like to play the role of Sean Callagy?
Well, I don't see any volunteers. I'm happy to be Sean. Is that okay?
All right, that sounds great. Hey, Sean. It's
Bella, oh my God, I'm preparing for my talk tomorrow, but I do have a few minutes. What's up?
Of course you do. I know that you are always busy, but if you remember, we did say that we would talk today for just a couple of minutes about my knee. Do you remember?
Of course I remember. Go ahead, Bella. You know I love you so much. Go ahead.
Okay, so I know you're short on time, so I'll make it super, super quick, but you've mentioned, over and over, you'll do anything to help me with my knee. You'll do anything for my health. You'll do anything to, help support me. And I'm just curious, like, obviously, I know you love me. I know you care for me, but, you're super busy yourself. So why are you so interested, other than the fact that you love and care for me? Why does it mean so much to you to be able to help and support?
I don't tell you this enough, but I don't know what I would really do without you. And seeing you in pain is painful to me. It hurts my heart. And if there's anything I can do, all the money in the world can't make someone happy. All the money in the world can't make someone pain-free without drugs and help and assistance. And I'm very preoccupied, but you are top of heart, top of mind right now. That's all I can say.
Well, I appreciate that very much. And, I know we're doing a lot of different things with a lot of different people, but do you remember that orthopedic doctor who has that revolutionary stem cell treatment that, we kind of talked to for a minute that said, he definitely feels like he can give me this injection and I'm going to be skiing before the end of the year. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember him. I mean, is the guy real?
Yes, the guy is real. You referred him through Ben, I think it was, and you had referred him. And the only challenge is, Sean, the only time that he can do it is when you have that huge meeting on December 18th. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, look, driving the mission forward is so important to me. Is there no other time that he could do this?
There's no other time that he can do this. But listen, like, if you're willing and, we can work some things out, maybe we can do that meeting virtual, but I know you had to go right now. Are you willing to at least have a little longer of a conversation, hear what the doctor has to say, hear why only the 18th matters? And are you open to possibly rescheduling that speaking engagement so that we can go see the doctor?
Only if you can convince Fernando and Darren Prince to cover for me for those few hours. I'm absolutely willing to sit down and talk with you further about this, but you need to go from hello to yes, if you don't mind, because I don't know. Fernando's talking about not even being present. I need you to really step in and do something. So
I think we could definitely work that out. I have some influence with Fernando, and and maybe we do a lot of stuff in this space with MMR, and I think there's some opportunity for medical revenue recovery, which obviously Fernando is leading, and so maybe we'll bring Fernando into this as well. And I think not only is it going to help my knee, but also support medical revenue recovery as well. How does that sound?
Well, you've certainly thought of everything, Bella, as always. So yeah. You've got my attention. Let's do it. I'm happy to come.
Well, I know you got to go back to preparing for your talk, so we'll chat about that a little bit later.
I love how you compromise. See there, guys, this is a solution within when you want to have a strategic partner, they are compromising, they're understanding each other's needs and wants. I love that. So bravo to you guys.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for that, Jordan. And Jordan, how was your overall experience on the Heart of Influence?
I feel like I didn't fully conquer what I wanted to preach, but I know we have limited words, limited time. I mean, my hope, I can just say it really quick. My hope when I wake up in the morning, I feel like I'm not here for me, I'm here for other people. So with the Seven Wonders, I want to shine light on the darkness of what's going on behind the fashion. This is why the documentary, the book, and the clothing collection will be, you know, talking about the artisans and people who, a lot of artisans, and especially in the fashion industry, there's a lot of human trafficking. So my current production is made by human trafficking victims, and so I'm like, how can I be a better part of it? My current production is made by Tom, enabling jobs, but how can I enable more jobs? How can I enable more education? So why am I around all these? Why am I around you guys here today? Why am I around all these different diplomats and senators and people from UNESCO and different people in my life right here, right now? This is why I need to ask myself why I'm in front of certain people is because there's a reason. And when I wake up in the morning, it's all I can think about. I don't care about looking beautiful. That helps you get in the door. Sure. Now you're looking at me.
Jordan is on a mission. That's what I am hearing, Andrea. Jordan is on a huge, big, beautiful mission, and you are not playing small. This
So
go.
who's with
Hearing
me?
that loud and
Who's
clear.
with me?
Yeah,
Thank you,
absolutely.
Jordan.
Thank
We're
you
with
so
you.
much, Jordan, for being here. And let's go, Kokala. Kokala, thank you for being on the Heart of Influence. And how was your time with us today?
I think that it was phenomenal. It gave me some feedback on how I should introduce myself as far as polishing myself in the beginning, because I need to have an eye catcher so that people can understand the importance of what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. Great takeaway, great optimization. That's why we do the show, Kokla. Thank you so much for being here. Good luck on getting your book published. Sounds like a good one for sure. So thank you, Kokla, for being here today. And let's go, John. John, thank you for being here. This wasn't nearly as exhilarating as heli skiing, but hopefully it was a fun way to spend 45 minutes or so. And John, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
Very good. It opened my mind to a few thoughts I hadn't thought about and so forth. So I felt it was very productive and so forth. Good, encouraging, and thank you all for your time.
Well, thank you, John. There's so much more, and everybody, there's so much more for us to do together. So, Leia, that you got to experience, that's just one of our agents in our ACTI space. We've got we've got so many, and there's actually a number in the chat. That number is for Miro, and you can have an actual conversation.
Okay,
you can actually have a conversation with one of our AI agents. You can ask her any question that you want.
Wait, is this your company? Sorry to interrupt you. Is this Miro is your company, or you're
ACTI is our company? Yep.
Miro?
No, ACTI.
Miro's an agent. ACTI
okay.
is the company. Yeah, for actualized intelligence.
Oh,
So-
you know, AI's, you know, I had a dream the other day that I hired some guy for AI. It was one of the guys who's next to me that's running for mayor. He didn't get elected, but good friend of mine. But when I was with him, we pointed to a guy and we're like, we'll hire you for AI.
So
AI
Jordan, I can
endeavors.
promise you this: if you have a conversation with Miro, it will blow your mind, and it's better than any AI thing that you've seen out there. So write the number down, have a conversation, even tell her what your friend is doing, and ask her, how are you better than this? She will definitely tell you. So have that conversation. We have some other gifts for you in the chat. But really want to thank everybody for being here today. There's a reason we're all here together, a reason that, you know, Andrea puts a lot of energy and effort in for everybody meeting each other. So definitely connect, definitely have the conversation with our team, because I think with some of you, there's definitely more that we can do in the Unblinded ACTI space together. So thank you all for being here today. And we like to end every show with this, is although Sean may be physically blind, sometimes we're all blind to the possibilities right in front of us and just learning to see. Bye-bye, everyone.
So sorry.